So in this replay is an ace game and the first mark of excellence in the Eradicator, which is a tier 8 British heavy tank. This is a free shot autoloader. Essentially it is a Carnarvon with a little bit of spaced armour on the turret, so it's even better hold down. Yes, such a nice tank, one of my favourites. It's a crew trainer. It's one of the I think it's the cold steel tanks. I think the blue ones are. So these are usually only on offer on Black Friday, but recently it's been on offer on the trade-in. So you could trade in a tank to get this. And I think if you have got a tank that you're thinking about trading in, I think this is probably a really good target to get. So yeah, the trade-in events, I've used them a few times for tanks that I have absolutely no interest in playing. For example, I traded in the Huntsman in the last event just because I've got the Atomic, so when am I ever going to play the Huntsman? So yeah, it's up to you if you want to use the trade-in event. I do use it occasionally to get rid of sort of reskinned or just plain inferior tanks. But anyway, we're on Vineyards, so taking the Carnarvon up to, or the Eradicator, sorry, up to where I want to go, which is this ridge and the hill up here. Should be nicely hold down on these tanks. And there's an Iron Rain. That's a really dangerous tank. Bounce the Iron Rain, so that just shows the armour. Yeah, being able to bounce an Iron Rain is, I think that's quite impressive for any tank really. Just reloading, trying to tell my allies that I'm reloading. Reload is fairly long, but you can really get these shots out. So yeah, just repair the ammo rack. Do not want that going off. My recommendation would be to actually run the large repair kit. I don't usually make recommendations about consumables, but I think with this tank, just because it is a Carnarvon, I think a lot of people know the weak points of it, as well as the Centurions about the ammo rack in the front. So yeah, I think you definitely want to be running the big repair kit on this tank. Got this IS6. Unfortunately, we bounced that one. We are shooting the premium, and yeah, just thinking what to do. So just having another reload. I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to get any shots off anytime soon, and I am contemplating trying to make a flank round because the light tank in the middle, and strangely the heavy tank's gone in the middle as well. Don't think there's too much over there. Get a nice kill on the light tank. And we've got this Agrila that's YOLOing. It's probably after our artillery. So yeah, not too fast. Take another bounce off the side of the turret there. So yeah, that spaced armour, that really does help. You'll find as well that a lot of tanks have heat as their premium, and that spaced armour is so good against it. It's just it takes the Carnarvon's sort of hold down ability and it just improves it. The free shot autoloader, I have played the Tech Tree Carnarvon with the sort of the fast firing gun. That's really fun. But this one, it just deals damage out, and it really does hurt when you catch someone out. And I think it's a relatively rare tank, so I think a lot of people don't know it's a free shot autoloader, which it can be helpful when you're fighting people who maybe don't know too much about this tank, but taking sort of an unnecessary shots here. I just got a little bit tunnel visions. I just want to get this light tank out of the game. It's YOLOing in. I'm thinking keep charging, and it doesn't. So this is a little bit tricky, but I just got to get out of the game. It had fired. Pretty sure it was on a reload because it had the big derp gun. And again, ammo rack goes. So if we didn't have the large repair kit, that would have been us, our game over. That would have probably made the ammo rack explode. But as I said, I don't make recommendations about consumables too much, but yeah, this one needs the ammo rack, the repair kit, sorry. Get a nice shot into its cupola there. Really, this light tank, we gotta get rid of it, and we have 6-4 at the moment. Our light tanks have YOLO'd their sort of camper hill, so I'm thinking the same really. There should be a couple of TDs up there, and sure enough there are. Problem is that looks like they've both been taken out. There's only one light tank left, and I'm not too sure that's going to last too long over there either. So whilst that light tank is distracting, I just want to go in and finish this tank off, because at the moment I'm assuming we're going to go down to 3v3, and unfortunately we've gone down to 3v4 already. I'm not too sure I'll be able to help this Patriot out too much. It did take a hit, so it is on a sliver of health, but we have got it down to 3v3, and we've still got that light tank, so that's good. I think at this stage pretty much a one shot for the tanks that are left, and I think the Patriot is as well. Just trying to think of what to do here, because they're in their sort of their sniper hill. 2 TDs and a heavy, so with our light tank we've got the vision advantage, and just spotting up that TD, and I'm not too sure, probably out of render range, but luckily one of the enemy TDs falls off a cliff, I suppose, but unfortunately the Waffenträger takes down our light tank, but that one's on a one shot, so bit on a bit of a knife edge at the moment. Not too sure. Don't recall seeing that paladin. Not too sure if if that paladin's on full health. I think we're in big trouble there. But I think with our light tank going down, unfortunately, that Waffenträger that should have the camo advantage, and therefore the vision advantage. But just want to push this route. I want to stay in these slopes, these hills, just to try and get as close as I can really. Fairly confident that the armour's going to hold up, and there's the paladin. Fairly healthy. Looks like it's taken maybe a couple of shots from a light tank, but get the whole clip in, and that is what you can do with this tank. It is a devastating clip. The intro clip's nice. And yeah, we've taken that tank right down to 350 health. There's that Waffenträger. Yep, not too sure what it was doing. It really should have just stayed hidden and used its camo. But unfortunately bounce. A couple of shots there. And this is the thing, what the advantage that the Eradicator has. If you're playing hold down and the enemy's playing hold down, once you shoot your 3 shots off, if you just reverse back, you should have a ridge in front of you. So it's up to the enemy if they want to push you or not. But we get the win. Nice bit of repositioning. I think it was a bad play on the enemy, that last TD. But get the ace tanker. We get the first mark as well. Yeah, 6 kills. So we blocked exactly 2,000 damage, so it can block the damage as well quite nicely. And yeah, we were getting the shots off as well. 21 most in game there. So yeah, really good tank. It can get its clip out really nicely, and it really does punish other tanks, so definitely worth picking up.